Have you ever felt like you're playing a game where you don't know the rules? You work hard, you try to save, you pay your bills, yet building real wealth always feels just out of reach. That's not an accident. The money system we live in was never designed to make you wealthy. It was designed to keep you in debt, working, and consuming. The people who profit most from this system are the same ones who wrote the rules, and they certainly didn't teach them to you in school. Today we're going to pull back the curtain. We're going to look at how money really works. Fractional reserve banking, the debt trap, and the tax game. Not with boring textbook jargon, but with simple truth. By the end of this video, you'll understand why the system is built this way, and more importantly, how you can start using its own rules to build real freedom. How banks really work, the money illusion. Let's start with a simple question. Where does money come from? Most people think the bank takes your savings and lends them out to someone else. That's only half the story. The real magic, or the real trap, is something called fractional reserve banking. Here's how it actually works. When you deposit $1,000 in the bank is allowed to lend out most of that money to someone else. But here's the kicker. When they issue that loan, they don't hand over your $1,000 in cash. They simply create new money electronically as a loan balance. That's right. Banks create money out of thin air when they issue debt. Over 97% of the money in our economy is created this way, by commercial banks making loans. So what does this mean for you? It means the entire system is built on debt. Money is debt. And when everyone is trying to pay down debt at the same time, the money supply shrinks, causing economic pain. The system needs you to keep borrowing to keep running. That's its first rule. The debt trap explained why you're running uphill. So if money is created as debt, then interest is the engine that keeps you trapped. Think about it this way. When a bank creates a loan for $10,000, they create the principal, but they also demand you pay back, say, $15,000 with interest. Where does that extra $5,000 come from? It has to come from somewhere else in the system, from someone else's debt, from your future labor. This creates a perpetual game of musical chairs. There's never enough money in circulation to pay off all the principal plus all the interest. Someone will always be left holding the bag. This is why consumer debt, credit cards, car loans, personal loans is so dangerous. You're not just paying for what you bought. You're competing in a system where, by design, not everyone can win. The bank wins. The person who issued the credit card wins. And you? You're on a hamster wheel, paying interest forever, unless you understand how to get off. This video is sponsored by JoBop, a powerful way to earn consistent cash flow and residual income. If you're creating content, building a brand, or even just getting started online, monetization can feel overwhelming. That's where JoBop comes in. Their affiliate program connects you with a high converting offer you can share with your audience and earn commissions for every successful referral. What I love about it is how simple it is. You sign up, get your custom tracking links, and start promoting a real product everyone needs. No complicated tech, just a straightforward system designed to help you earn while providing real value. Whether you're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, or running a blog, this is a practical way to build an additional income stream. And the best part? You're not selling something random. You're promoting a product that everyone needs and can genuinely help people. If you've been looking for a smart way to diversify your income, this could be your move. Click the link in the description to learn more and get started. Now, let's get back to the video. Tax systems and wealth, the two sets of rules. Now let's look at taxes, because this is where you really see the two sets of rules. One for people who work for money, and one for people who own money. If you work a job and earn a salary, your money is taxed first, before you even see it, through income tax and payroll tax. You pay with your time and your labor. But if you own assets, stocks, real estate, a business, the rules are different. Wealthy people don't typically earn income in the traditional sense. They borrow against their assets at incredibly low interest rates. Loans are not taxable. They use borrowed money to live, while their assets continue to appreciate. Then when they need to, they can sell assets and pay the much lower capital gains tax rate. This isn't a conspiracy. It's how the tax code is written. It incentivizes investment and ownership. The system rewards those who own assets and punishes those who only trade time for money. If you only have a job, you're playing the hardest version of the game, breaking free from the system, using their tools. So if the system is stacked against the average person, what do? Move to a cabin in the woods? No. You stay in the game, but you start playing by the smarter set of rules. Here's the real path to financial freedom, simplified. Increase your financial literacy. You're watching this video, that's step 1. Keep going. Understand the difference between an asset and a liability. Understand cash flow. Shift from consumer to owner. Start using your income to buy assets. It could be a small piece of an index fund, a skill that builds a side business, or a rental property. The goal is to slowly build a machine that works for you. Use good debt strategically. The wealthy use debt to acquire assets that generate income. That income then pays off the debt and puts money in their pocket. This is leverage. Bad debt buys things that lose value. Good debt buys things that gain value. Optimize your tax strategy legally. As your asset base grows, consult with a professional. Structure your affairs to take advantage of the rules that were written for owners, not just employees. The system was never designed to make you wealthy. It was designed for stability and for the benefit of those who already own the assets. But here's the truth they don't want you to know. The rules are the same for everyone. The game is the same. The difference is, now you know how to play. You can stay a passive participant, working for money, paying interest, and hoping for the best. Or you can become an active player. You can start using the tools of banking, debt, and taxes to your advantage. It won't happen overnight. But understanding the game is the first, most crucial step to winning it. If this perspective was valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the things they never taught us. And check out the link in the description to start building your own asset with Joe Bob. Now go out there and play the game smarter. Your future self will thank you.